What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. Well, I was just getting ready to shoot my next video, which will be called 5 water balloon pranks you guys can do, and then I came up with this really cool idea for a prank which I think deserves its own video. Luckily, I had a bunch of baking soda and vinegar left over from previous pranks, as well as a bunch of balloons, so I didn't have to go out shopping. Anyway guys, this prank is very messy, so if you do decide to try it out, prank at your own risk. So without further ado guys, give this video a thumbs up and check it out. Alright, well let's get this prank going. I've laid out all the stuff we're gonna need. For example, I have some distilled white vinegar, a 16-ounce cup, some baking soda. By the way, this and this were $2, so it was pretty cheap. I have some balloons as well. We're only gonna need one, and my balloon of choice will be a red balloon, a needle, and some grease on the back, as well as some food coloring. But we'll get to that later. First, we're gonna begin by setting up this prank. So what we're gonna do first is fill up this balloon with some vinegar. So I'm gonna open up this bottle of vinegar, which is brand new by the way. I'm gonna open it up. Actually, I'm gonna remove the cap entirely, including the ring, because in order to fill up this balloon, we gotta attach it on like this. Now we're gonna use some force to fill up this balloon. And the best method of doing this, guys, is we're gonna press it against the edge of the counter. That way it fills up better. Pretty much like this. So once you get it into this position, you're gonna push down so it squeezes out that vinegar while holding the end of the balloon. Now once you get it about this size, you're gonna twist it. That way you can safely remove the balloon without squirting any on you. Just like that. About this size will work best. Now that I have the vinegar in there, this balloon seems kind of loose and it wouldn't be able to pop easily with a needle. And we definitely want this to pop. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze it down all the way so that the balloon becomes tighter and tighter. So we're just gonna twist the end and get that balloon to be super tight. And once you think you can't twist it anymore, that's when you're gonna tie it. I'm gonna attempt to tie it with the gloves on. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so now we're good. I'm gonna use my scissors to cut the end, which we don't need at all. We're gonna set it aside for now because we're gonna work on the cup, which we're gonna need. Now guys, this is a 16-ounce cup. You guys can use a bigger cup, but I didn't wanna go to the store, so I'm using the 16-ounce cup. We're gonna fill it up with some baking soda. So I'm gonna get a spoonful, actually 3 spoonfuls of it. All right, so far so good. Next up, we're gonna grease up the edges of the balloon all the way around. Then once it's greased up, we're gonna slide it inside. Now what the grease does is it actually keeps any liquids from going inside and touching the baking soda. So there will be no leaks until this balloon pops. Now I'm gonna take more vinegar and pour some over the balloon like this. Since the grease is blocking any leaking, no effect will take place. That is until the balloon pops. As you guys can see, I didn't fill it up all the way to the top. What I'm gonna do next is, I got some food coloring right here, which I'm gonna pour into the cup just to make it turn into a different color, which of course is red. And since the balloon is red, hopefully that helps disguising it and your victim won't be able to see the balloon. The concept of this is to make it seem like this is a drink, to make it seem like maybe this is Kool-Aid or whatever your victim's favorite drink is. So at this point the vinegar is turning red and I'm gonna add some more. But of course you guys can still see the balloon, right? So to help cover the balloon, we're gonna put some ice on top, just like this. See, now you guys can't tell that there's a balloon inside this cup, which is perfect. All right, pranksters, well, I got my drink ready right here. Now, the way you can play this off is, let's say, you give it to your victim, and when you hand it to them, you hand it to them from the bottom and not holding the top. Because on the bottom, we're gonna barely pierce this needle into this cup, and it's gonna stay put because this is a styrofoam cup. Now guys, when they lay it down on the counter or anywhere that you tell them to go put it, the needle is gonna stab into the balloon and it's gonna pop it. And of course the vinegar is gonna release and mix with the baking soda, and it's gonna cause that awesome effect we all love. So here goes, guys. I have the needle right here. I'm carefully gonna lift up the cup and pierce the bottom. And like I said, guys, when you hand this cup to your victim, be holding it from the bottom so that they grab the top. That way they can't see the needle. Now you tell them, hey, can you take this cup and place it on the table for dad or mom or whoever? And when they do that, this is what's gonna happen. Oh no. Uh-oh. Damn it. So look at that mess. They will not see that coming. I should really start doing my videos outside, right? That way I can avoid cleaning up. Okay, so I just prepared another one. Let's see what's gonna happen with this one. You're just gonna put it on the table like this. I overdid it, but yeah, pretty much it's gonna have the same effect. They might gently put it down like this, but it'll still have the same effect with the baking soda and the vinegar. Another mess I gotta clean up. As you guys just saw, this prank is very extreme and quite messy, so make sure you know who you're pranking and where you're doing it. Alright guys, well if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't yet, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel with the notifications turned on, because I will be uploading that video I mentioned earlier, 5 water balloon pranks, so don't miss out. Subscribe now if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. So when they flip over this can of Pringles, this is what's gonna happen. Okay, so I see my name's on there. So, you know, I'm thinking, what is this? What could this be? Hopefully it's a bottle of Mountain Dew. And when I flip it over, let's see what happens. Oh.